Hello. Panasonic was the first to launch a mirrorless system camera with the introduction of the Lumix G10 back in 2008, but since then Olympus, Samsung and Sony have all launched their own versions of the format. Not to be outdone, Panasonic has launched two second-generation cameras in its G Micro system. We've already reviewed the new flagship model, the G2, but today we're taking a look at the new entry-level camera, the Lumix G10. Internally, the G10 isn't much different to its more expensive sibling. It has the same Micro Four Thirds 12.1 megapixel live MOS sensor and the same Venus Engine HD2 processor. Like the other G Micro system cameras, it has no internal image stabilization, but it does have supersonic wave sensor dust removal system. The body design of the G10 is virtually identical to the G1 and G2, following the standard DSLR format with a sculpted rubber-coated hand grip and the viewfinder in a raised turret on the top, which also carries the pop-up flash and a hot shoe for an external flash gun. The controls are also very similar to the previous G Micro cameras, with a large mode dial on the right of the top panel, including the on-off switch and drive mode selector, and a smaller dial on the left for the autofocus mode. The only significant differences are the adjustment wheel, which has been moved from the front to the back of the grip, and the addition of a dedicated button for the intelligent auto mode. The rear panel controls and menu system are also identical to the other G Micro models, with a conventional D-pad for menu navigation, as well as a quick menu for adjusting the main shooting settings. As in most compact cameras, the buttons on the D-pad also have secondary functions, including ISO and white balance adjustment, AF mode selection, and a user-programmable function button. The main visible difference between the G10 and the higher spec models is the monitor. It is still the same high-quality 3-inch LCD screen with a resolution of 460,000 dots, but where the G1 and G2 have articulated monitors, the screen on the G10 is fixed. It does have a wide viewing angle though, so this isn't as much of a disadvantage as it might seem. Like the other G Micro cameras, apart from the GF1, the G10 has an electronic viewfinder, but instead of the superb high-resolution field sequential display used in the other models, the G10 has a conventional LCD display with a resolution of 202,000 dots. It's not as sharp or clear as the others, and not really adequate for accurate manual focusing. Unlike the earlier G1, the G10 does have a video recording mode, though it's not as sophisticated as the Full HD Lumix GH1. It has a maximum resolution of 1280 by 720 at 30 frames per second, but only records its audio in mono. Unlike the G2, it lacks the option to plug in an external microphone. At the moment, the G10 is only available as a kit, with Panasonic's new 14 to 42mm f3.5 to 5.6 non-stabilised standard zoom lens, or as a twin lens kit with the standard zoom plus the image stabilised 45 to 200mm f4 to 5.6 telephoto zoom. The Lumix G10 is currently selling for around £440 for the single lens kit, or $660 for the twin lens version. For an entry-level model, this is quite expensive, and there are several good full-size DSLRs that cost less, and the original Lumix G1 is still available for about the same price. The G10 is unquestionably a very good camera. The build quality is superb, it handles and performs smoothly, and is capable of excellent picture quality. But unless size and weight are crucial factors for you, you'll get better performance and results from a conventional DSLR for less money.